Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's coverage of high school football on North Penn Television. You are tuned into Comcast Channel 28, Verizon Channel 29, or our NPTV YouTube Live. I'm Eric Jessberger, coming live to you from the NPTV studio, set to call and bring you all the action in tonight's Suburban 1 League National Conference matchup between the visiting Central Buck South Titans and the home North Penn Knights. It is week 5 of the 2020 modified football schedule, and with that comes the last football games for both of our respective teams on the field of play tonight. This game holds just a little more significance as seniors on both sidelines get set to lace up their cleats and strap on the pads for one last go in the PIAA 2020 modified football season. We're set here at North Penn High School's Turf Stadium, where kickoff is set to commence shortly between the North Penn Knights repping their navy blue and Columbia jerseys, while on the right side of your screen, the CB South Titans step onto the field of play tonight, repping their white uniforms with the black and blue coloring as well. The Titans will get set to kick off to open tonight's play, kicking right to left, where the Knights will get set to receive and get going here on their home turf, where they will receive the ball to start off tonight's matchup. And kickoff is underway between the Titans and Knights, and this one's going to roll back in the back of the end zone, a touchback, and the Knights will get set to kick off their offensive drive, their opening drive to tonight's Friday Night Light contest, with their offense led by quarterback Ryan Zelt. And true Friday Night Lights high school football wouldn't be right without a little bit of chill in the air, and we certainly have that tonight at kickoff with 45 degrees and 5-mile-per-hour winds for kickoff tonight, on top of an entire week of rain here and there and overcast here in the Lansdale area. It will bring the importance of establishing ball control, and we will see how that plays into a factor with the Knights kicking off our offensive drive. Ryan Zelt with a handoff to fellow underclassman Kalani Ian. He'll take this for a short carry, and that's Ian for his first carry on the game. Will gain about a gain of 5.
Gain of 7 on the play. Second down
and Kalani in the backfield, taking much of the workload regarding that backfield part of the Knights offense. He'll get it going there with a gain of 7. 2nd and 3. North Penn looking to get that run game going early and work in Ryan's out as well with the cannon he has displayed so far this season. Here's Eaton once again, a stiff arm and a break up the middle with a burst of speed. He'll be brought down at the 45. Kalani Eaton with a first down and more.
Kalani Eaton with the carry for North Penn. CB South tackle by number 32, Owen Petrick, and number 24, Chris Moore.
And Kalani Eaton with that carry. Back-to-back carries for the junior will push the Knights closer to that NP logo at midfield, as the fellow underclassman in number 6, Ethan Spann, will check onto the field as well, as he also, along with Kalani Eaton, collected an end zone appearance in the week 4 matchup. So both of the backfield menace and the arsenal Dick Beck, head coach for the Knights, gets to work with regarding the run game. They'll have them both in play right now, but we'll get a stoppage of play. A timeout called by the man himself, head coach Dick Beck, as he will take a huddle and a talk with his team. Head coach Dick Beck coming off of a week 4 victory, his 200th win as North Penn's head coach for the football team. And certainly an electric victory in week 4 and a win they're looking to carry here into week 5 in the cap-off to their regular season play. And as I mentioned, the importance of the 45 degrees, 5-mile-per-hour winds. It's definitely chilly out there on the field. So with overall slightly moderate passing conditions, weather and field conditions as well. On top of that, as I mentioned, to the conditions in the Lansdale area this week, especially on the turf, it has the ability to play a significant factor in this one, especially if we see our score close heading into the 4th quarter and later parts of this one. Right now, the run game will continue to be the call, and it's Kalani Ian. He's going to break along the sidelines, looking to carry more, and will be shoved out of bounds as the tackle there provided by number 32, Owen Petrick, alongside number 24, Chris Moore, both seniors, taking down the junior tailback for the Knights. And another first down for Ian.
Good for a North Penn first down.
First and 10. 10 minutes and 22 seconds and ticking here in our first quarter of play. The Knights are now in Titans territory and set up here in the I formation. Two receivers to the top of your screen. Span's going to run into Zelt after taking the handoff. And Span will be brought down for a short gain, able to make something work out of what seemingly was nothing at first. Ethan Span will pick up a short gain and set up second down for North Penn. Second and 6 here, spotted at the 26. Ryan Zelt breaking the huddle. And North Penn now with Andrew Berry alongside Kalani Ian in the I formation. Pitch here to his left. Ian will take this one. Stutter step and a stiff arm, and unable to just break that second one. A successful tackle from Ryan Smith, the junior, able to just bring down Ian, who seemingly had an opportunity and the green light with space at the top of your screen to break into the end zone if possible, as he's definitely shown the electric speed he has and able to go seemingly 0 to 60 real quick. And Kalani Ian able to pick up a first down, and the Knights knocking on the door of an end zone appearance here on their opening offensive drive. Fake handoff to Ian. Zelt's gonna let this one air. He'll find Andrew Berry, the senior. Stiff arm, he'll reach out and look like will be just brought short, as knocking the helmet off of number 24 is able to apply that tackle for CB South. Saving the end zone appearance will be Chris Moore, as the lone one-on-one battle will be won here by the Titan. Chris Moore able to take down the senior captain of Andrew Berry for North Penn. But that will set up a red zone appearance. First and goal for the Knights. I formation. Ian in the back, he'll take it. The handoff from Zelt and trotting his way into the end zone. Just like that, the Knights are on the board to kick off tonight's broadcast and the contest between the Titans and Knights. And this clash on the opening drive will go in favor of the Knights offense, an early 6 on the board. And with 8 minutes and 32 seconds, or rather 9 minutes and 32 seconds on our clock, as you see, an early 6 for the Knights. And stepping onto the field now will be Grace McNamara, getting set for the extra point attempt as a sophomore. We'll get set to kick this one away.
Number 1, Grace McNamara, enters for the point after.
Good job, man. Good quick feet. Nice job.
And the hold here from Seth Walton. Will set it, and McNamara's kick straight up through the uprights, and it will be good to tackle on the extra point. 7-0, the Knights lead early as their successful offensive drive will find their way into the end zone. Kalani Eaton now with 10 total touchdowns in his last 4 games, as right here on this home turf, he's put up 8 total touchdowns out of those 9. So able to tack on a 10th there. Kalani Ian definitely enjoying the home field advantage for his backfield play. And Kalani Ian able to get things going here early, applying the spark for the Knights as they'll get set to now kick it off, where the Titans on the right side of your screen will get set to receive this opening kickoff to kick off their first drive of this contest tonight. And also touching on the fact that Kalani Ian coming off of a Week 4 game where he opened that opening drive for the Knights after running for a 50-yard touchdown last week. He'll pick up about a 5-yard carry there. A quite more easy of a carry for Kalani Ian, but he's able to get the job done, and the result is the same with an opening drive touchdown thanks to the carry of Kalani Ian, who will get the job done for the Knights once again. Senior Daniel Moon will get set to kick this one away. And the Titans on the right side of your screen in their white, black, and blue. They will take this one from their own 10. Up the middle, and it wrapped up and brought down by number 25 of the Knights. That's the tackle provided by Derek Lynn. The kick return for Tyler Robinson will pick up about 15 on the kick return. And now stepping onto the field is the CB South Titans offense. And as for the Titans, they're looking to avoid a repeat of last week where they were blanked, shut out by the Penn Ridge Rams, unable to put up a point on the scoreboard for their offense. They've had a week to prepare, and they're looking to change things here on the road tonight. Number 2, quick play action. Out and through the hands of the intended receiver, looking for number 21, Ryan Schwab. He's unable to haul this one in, as the pass there a bit over the head of Schwab, as Carter Hallgren's first pass on the game will fall incomplete for the Titans. In the shotgun. Motion, he'll hand this one off to number 6 here on the carry, Jason Christensen. And he's going to take this one, able to get a couple extra yards after initially being tackled. As picking up about another 3 after the initial tackle from the Knights. But with a flag on the field, this one will be brought back.
Penalty is holding against CD South, 2nd down.
Holding against the Titans will bring this one back. As CB South will have to get set to redo it all over again. Hallgren once again in the shotgun. He's got 2 receivers to his left and right. He'll step back. He'll look downfield. He'll launch this ball over the middle. He's got a man across the 50. Brought down at the 39. The Titans in nice territory. Hallgren with the connection. Ryan Schwab, he'll haul this one in on his 2nd connection of the night. And he'll go 1 for 2 with the receptions here on the opening drive for the Titans. And just like that, CB South enters North Penn territory.
Penalty is roughing the passer against North Penn.
And tacking on even more, personal foul, roughing the passer. Tacking on another 15, CB South. Making a huge gain out of this connection between Hallgren and Schwab. And just like that, CB South knocking on the doorstep of a red zone appearance as they are at the Knights 22. First down, Hallgren looking to his right. Pass able to reach up and get 2 hands on it. And bringing this one in, Tommy Donnelly, the sophomore, able to reach up and drag this one down, holding it in for a quick reception. And 2nd down here for the Titans. Handoff up the middle, pushing Christensen, his 2nd carry of the contest tonight. They'll pick up a short game, short of the first.
Carry by number 6, Jason Christensen.
No huddle, no huddle, no huddle, no huddle.
So CB South on their opening drive, 3rd down. And they need a first here deep in Knights territory. They'll look for Christensen again, stutter step, getting around the initial tackle, and will pick up the first down. Christensen, stutter step move in the backfield. North Penn seemed to sniff that one out, but Christensen able to get a burst of speed and working the footwork, able to pick up that first down. From the 12, Hallgren looking to his left. And this one's going to be thrown short. A little bit of miscommunication between the Titans on that offensive opportunity. Number 24, Chris Moore, turning around a bit too late as that ball came in at his shoelaces. 2nd down, CB South.
2nd down and 10 for the Titans.
Shotgun, handoff to Christensen up the middle, through a brick wall of Knights at the line of scrimmage, but bouncing off and able to pick up about another gain of 3. CB South about at the 6 here on 3rd down. No huddle. They'll continue to push the pace of this play. Up the middle again. Identical carries. Christensen trying to push towards the goal line, but the Knights will stand tall and keep him back. 4th down for the Titans, and an early call here. They'll keep the offense on the field. Titans, quarterback carry, and he will be stopped. The Knights will put up the brick wall and deny the 4th down conversion at the doorstep of their end zone.
Gain of 1 yard on
And
the play.
keeping him out of the end zone, picking up that 1 yard is all they needed, and a first down for the Titans. They'll keep this drive alive, and with a fresh set of downs, they just have a yard to go here at the Knights 1. And a big opportunity for this defense to stand tall. First and goal. Handoff, Christensen to his right. Reaching out, getting a second effort and a second burst of energy. Will find just enough to get his arm extended across the goal line. Touchdown Titans, as they will respond back downfield where Kalani Eaton and the backfield carry of the Knights. The Titans will say, we'll match that, and they'll do their own thing on the opposite end of the field, where Jason Christensen bulldozing his way into the end zone, and the Titans with a chance to tie things up here at 7. The hold and the kick is blocked up in the air, and the Knights with the blocked extra point will keep this game in favor of North Penn. 7-6, the Knights will lead. Here in the first quarter, 6 minutes and 1 second left on our play clock here in the first quarter of action. And it's the Knights defense able to get a hand on the kick of number 99's extra point attempt, Garrett Maklov. As a senior unable to put this one up through the uprights, North Penn able to get a hand on it, and a 1-point lead in favor of North Penn, as they'll get set to get the ball back here off the kickoff, where they will commence their second offensive drive of our matchup tonight.
Garrett McClay to kick off for the Titans.
And here will be Garrett Maklov getting set to kick right to left. And with the left leg boot, this will be sent downfield, bobbled, but the Knights will keep it rolling. Levi Carroll with this carry. He's going to take it then up the middle and be wrapped up with multiple, a sea of white jerseys coming at him.
Number 23, Jalen Edwards with the return
will be
for
the
North
kick
Penn.
return.
15-yard return for the Knights.
For number 23, rather, that's Jalen Edwards. Able to take this one upfield, and now stepping back onto the field after a successful opening drive with an end zone appearance. It will be number 18, Ryan Zelt, leading his North Penn Knights offense on their second drive here in the first quarter of action. Zelt coming off a performance last week where he went 8 for 12 when throwing in the air. He's 1 for 1 tonight. Here's Ian along the left side, and will be brought down head first into the turf. The tackle they're provided by number 23, Liam Goss, will wrap up the junior running back for North Penn.
2nd down and 6 for the Knights.
And with a gain of 4, it will be 2nd and 6. From their own end of the turf, Ryan Zelt under center. I formation for the Knights. The call once again to Kalani Ian, and this one he's got space. Up the middle, a burst of speed and a stiff arm. Kalani Ian then tripped up from behind, but gaining yardage across the Titans 40. Kalani Ian with a burst of speed, and just like that, North Penn right back into Titans territory. An exceptional carry from the junior. And Kalani Ian and the Knights offense with a fresh set of downs. They will be spotted at about the 37. I formation for the Knights. Ian and Barry in the backfield, play action. Zelt, a swarm of jerseys coming at him. He'll throw this one away. Loose ball. And they will say he got a throw off as an incomplete pass.
Incomplete.
But the Titans able to find their way through the chinks in the armor of that offensive line and get straight to Zelt on the drop. And as soon as he stepped back to throw downfield, the Titans were all in his face and under pressure, avoiding the sack. Zelt will be brought down in the backfield, avoiding a huge loss on that. Redoing this here on second down from the 38. Here's Barry up the middle, and it will be wrapped down from the ankles. Number 45, able to meet him in the backfield. That's Aaron Watson, the senior linebacker. Will meet Barry in the backfield and wrap him up for a short gain.
Gain of 2 on the play. 3rd down and
With a gain of
8
2,
for the
3rd down and 8. The Knights facing their first 3rd down and a must-needed conversion on the game tonight on their second drive. Here's Zelt in the shotgun, Ian in his back pocket. High snap, throw it in. Zelt will find Jalen Edwards and gain more than just a first down. Being wrapped up and sent out of bounds at the 18. Jalen Edwards able to haul this one in for his first catch on the night. And it's a first down for North Penn, and keeping the pace of play going. Zelt will head right back into the huddle, and the Knights are in business.
18 yards on the play. Good for a North Penn first down.
First and 10 at the Titans 18. And a false start here against the Knights. As they will be brought back 5 yards. And for a team who only picked up 2 penalties last week, a fairly well-disciplined North Penn Knights football team, they're going to get an early charge flag in this one. As they'll now be 1st and 15 here to open up this fresh set of downs on their second offensive drive. Zelt pitch to Eaton to his left. Kalani Eaton bulldoze, lowering the shoulder, will get him back to the initial line of scrimmage.
Number 7, Kalani Eaton with the carry.
As with about a gain of 5, it will be second down for North Penn.
Number 25, Zach Fisher, and number 10, Ryan Smith in on the tackle. Gain of 5 on the play. Second down and 10 for the Knights.
Second and 10. Zelt in the shotgun. Levi Carroll at the bottom of your screen. Here's a handoff to Ian. He'll get by the initial tackle attempt, being dragged out from the back of his jersey. Ian will gain more after being met by number 32, Owen Pendrick in the backfield. Kalani Ian will brush him off his shoulders and pick up a gain and then some. As Kalani Ian, showing off the strength, will get the Knights a first down. And now entering deep in Titans territory, back in the red zone. It's North Penn with a chance to enter into double digits. Handoff, Eaton will get the nod again, and once again will brush off Petrick and find his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kalani Eaton, and North Penn is in once again for a touchdown for the Knights. And Kalani Eaton just taking all the workload here in the offense so far and getting the job done as a number and a player for sure. The Titans had a circle on all of their coverages, all of their plays in film, but Kalani Eaton able to still do his thing and enter the end zone for the second time tonight. Off the ground, Grace McNamara with the kick, and it is good. And a highlight job there by Seth Wallen on the hold, as able to pick up that ball that skidded straight across the turf. He'll pick this up and set this up just in time for Grace McNamara to kick a line drive just through the uprights. And it will be good. The extra point successful as Grace McNamara, the sophomore kicker for North Penn, going 2 for 2 here in week 5's as the Knights' first 2 opening drives to tonight's contest against the clash with the Titans proved successful as a 14-6 lead here in the early going. 2 minutes and 26 seconds on our clock in our first quarter of play. Senior Daniel Moon will get set to kick this one once again into Titans territory.
Number 9, Daniel Moon to kick off for the Knights.
Here's Moon with the right boot, will be sent downfield. The Titans from their own 13 with a burst of speed. They get a block and able to shimmy off some initial tackle attempts. Number 10 on the carry. An exceptional kickoff return from Ryan Smith, the junior, fending off about 2 tackle attempts and able to get the Titans all the way out to midfield. As Ryan Smith helping out his offense as they'll get set for their second offensive drive and start from their own 48. As the offense, led by quarterback number 12, Carter Hallgren, will step back onto the field, and from their 48, they'll get set and kick off their second offensive drive. Here's Hallgren over the middle. He's got a man. Across the 45, just sent out of bounds before the 40. It'll be number 25 on the quick catch and run for Zach Fisher. As the senior will find his junior receiver across the middle, but with a stoppage of play. A 5-yard penalty against the Titans will bring this one back. As both teams sharing a little bit of undiscipline on both sides of the ball. As a penalty for North Penn on their previous offensive drive, it will now be one charged against the Titans. So after the gain of about 12, they will be brought back to the 48 and then lose 5 yards, where they will be now spotted at their own 43. Here's a handoff on his first carry on the night across the top of your screen. It will be number 15 on the carry, Tommy Donnelly, as the sophomore will get set, rocketed out of bounds on the tackle for North Penn. As the clock will be frozen after going out of play. 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Hallgren shotgun. He'll step back, look to his right, and he'll get the pass threading the needle along the sidelines, and he'll find number 21, Ryan Schwab, as the seniors will connect.
Third down and 7 for the Titans.
Third down for the Titans. Set up in Knights territory at the 49. Hallgren. He'll step up. Ball's loose, and North Penn's on it. Forced fumble, and North Penn will get it. Number 75 swarming the loose ball on the turf. John Durkitz, the senior, will pick up this ball stripped out of the hands of Hallgren, and a turnover over to North Penn. And the Knights, in excellent field position, will now get their offense back onto the field, going 2 for 2 so far tonight. Their defense will also help out the boys in blue, and it's North Penn's offense back onto the field. Ryan Zell back in the huddle as the fumble from Hallgren will now give possession back over to North Penn. And a timeout here will be called from the Knights, as head coach Dick Beck will take a quick moment, his second charge timeout here in the first half. And a quick highlight to what we just saw with that fumble. John Durkitz hopping right on it after that ball came loose. He gave a very friendly bounce as it got out of the way of any direct contact with the scrum that was going on around the line of scrimmage. And it gave John Durkitz, who seemingly was the only one to find that ball right as it came loose, to hop right on it without any true contest for that loose ball, as he's able to hop right on top of it, gobble it up, and give the Knights possession back over after the forced fumble. As you saw on that third down, Hallgren was looking to step up, try and make something happen, perhaps on the run, but North Penn able to sniff that one out and get the ball stripped out of the hands of the senior quarterback, and also hop on the loose ball for a forced turnover, the forced fumble recovered by North Penn. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Here's Ryan Zelt. He's got time. Now scrambling. He's going to take this and run. And he'll be tiptoed inbounds for about a gain of 2. 2nd and 8 for North Penn. And Ryan Zelt, I mean, you see the weaponry he has when he's launching downfield. Ladies and gentlemen, you have to remember, Ryan Zelt, as a quarterback, with the weaponry he has, he's able to make things happen on the run. He's just a sophomore, so he continues to develop week by week, and even with 2 more seasons yet to go, as assuming he will be the starting quarterback come junior and senior year, Ryan Zelt able to make things happen in the air with the cannon of an arm he has. He's also able to make things happen when he's on the run, and that's for sure something head coach Dick Beck has to enjoy from his underclassman, the young quarterback of Ryan Zelt he has to work with. Here's Zelt, handoff to fellow underclassman, a big name for the Knights offense, of course, Kalani Ian, as he'll be wrapped up here at the tackle from number 62, Ryan Kenny.
Gain of 4 on the play. 3rd down.
And with only a short gain, the Knights will be looking down the barrel as it will be 3rd down once again, 3rd and 3. Set up at the Titans 44. 3 yards to go for the first. I formation for the Knights backfield. They'll give this one off to Kalani Ian. He'll get the burst of speed and get a 1st down at the top of your screen. Across the 20, brought down at the 15, and Kalani Ian with a 1st down and more. Petrick with the tackle for the Titans, but he won't be there soon enough before Kalani Ian from the 44 all the way down to the 15. 1st down for the Knights and back deep into Titans territory. Seth Wallen and Levi Carroll, your receivers. Zelt's looking for him. He's going to take this tuck and run and able to break free of the initial tackle and then will hobble out of bounds. It'll be Ryan Zelt tucking and running this ball as Carroll and Walton were well defended heading towards the end zone on that route. And Zelt wisely holding on to things and giving his offense a 2nd opportunity as he'll pick up a short gain and head out of bounds. 2nd down and 9 for the Knights. Carroll, the lone receiver at the top of your screen to Zelt's left. It'll be handed off here to Kalani Ian, and with daylight up the middle, shooting up the gut, Kalani Ian for his 3rd touchdown on the game. All 3 touchdowns for the Knights offense, and he's got all 3 here in the 1st quarter of play. Kalani Ian holding up his fingers, and yes, sir, that is 3 touchdowns on the day and on the night for the junior. As Kalani Ian will put the Knights up into the 20s. 20-6. North Penn leads. And here's the extra point attempt for the sophomore, Grace McNamara. And the hold there from Seth Wallen. The kick is good, and McNamara 3 for 3 for extra points. And the Knights offense, where it might be 45 degrees and 5 mile per hour winds, it might be a little chilly down there playing, but as for the Knights offense, they are hot and heating up as 3 straight drives ending in end zone appearances from Kalani Ian will put the Knights up 21-6 with 23 seconds. And ladies and gentlemen, we are just in our 1st quarter of play. As taking a look at the quick stats from the last game for the Knights, they come into tonight's contest, and regarding rushing yards on 28 total attempts, they ran for 262. And of course for Kalani Ian as well, he had a touchdown appearance in that game on the opening drive, breaking free for a 50-yard run. And tonight, he's definitely having a similar story as carrying the momentum from last week into tonight. and 3 touchdowns, of course. He's got all the things going right for the young man. As for the Knights, they're going to squib this one up the middle. It's going to take a bounce. And able to just get on this, and he'll drop anchor as number 8 bobbled at first, but Cole Maholtz will take this one in as North Penn trying to catch CB South off guard. Will prove unsuccessful as the Titans will get a hold of the squib kick on the kickoff and get their offense back out onto the field, trailing 21-6. They got to get things going and quick to respond to the hot offense the Knights have worked so far with tonight. Quarterback Carter Hallgren will hand this one off, and tackled from behind. Number 55 able to get right behind him and send him down, and that's going to be Josh Stevens wrapping up the carry of number 6, Jason Christensen, the go-to backfield member for this Titans offense. And with that tackle, we'll bring an end to the first quarter of play here in our clash between the Titans and North Penn Knights. And regarding a clash, it has all been North Penn as the boys in Navy and Columbia Blue put up 21 early points in our matchup tonight. Here in our Suburban 1 League National Conference matchup between the visiting Central Bucks South Titans and your home North Penn Knights. Once again, you are tuned into Comcast Channel 28, Verizon Channel 29, or our NPTV YouTube Live. I'm Eric Chesberger calling and bringing you all the action here from our NPTV studio. As for the action out on the turf, it is North Penn's Turf Stadium, the setting of tonight's Week 5 matchup in the 2020 modified football season. And before tonight's kickoff, it was also the North Penn Cheerleading's cheer team senior night, where 6 wealth-deserving seniors were introduced and recognized alongside their family members before tonight's kickoff, and recognized for their dedication to North Penn cheer and the success throughout their high school journeys at North Penn High School. On behalf of North Penn Television, we'd like to congratulate once again the class of 2020 senior cheerleaders. And back to the action to kick off our second quarter of play. It's the Titans with possession, and Jason Christensen with back-to-back carries. He'll take this one for a short gain. And the Titans facing third down. Hallgren will find his man along the sidelines, but tackled well short of the first, as number 46 on the coverage and tackle for the Knights, Eddie Quinn, the senior linebacker, will wrap him up. As for that correction, it's going to be second down here following that first down connection. And with another carry from Christensen from the backfield, it'll be brought down just at the line of scrimmage as North Penn putting up a brick wall there, leaving no room for Christensen. It'll be third down and 3 for the Titans. Hallgren, shotgun, over the middle. He's got his man and a first down for the Titans. CB South with the connection between Hallgren and number 15. He will find Tommy Donnelly, the sophomore, and a first down for the Titans.
Gain of 5 on the play. First and 10 for the Titans.
Motion, it will be handed off. First carry on the night for number 24, Chris Moore.
Titan carry by
As
number
going from his
24,
right
Chris
to
Moore.
left to the top of your screen. Chris Moore with the carry and a short gain for CB South. Second down for the Titans as they enter North Penn territory at the Knights 45. Faking the handoff, stepping back and launching downfield. Hallgren with the connection, just a little bit too much muscle put on that throw. The pass downfield intended for number 21, Ryan Schwab. The senior is unable to connect. And an opportunity for the Titans to put them right in the red zone will be unsuccessful. Third down and 7 as the Titans will need a conversion. They keep this drive alive.
Penalty is pass interference against the Knights.
However, with the flag here against the Knights, they will move the chains and a first down. North Penn shooting themselves in the foot. As a fresh set of downs for the Titans. They won't have to face third down as the Knights will give them a first. Spotted now at the 30-yard line. Low snap, ball's loose, but Hallgren, the quarterback, was able to fall on the loose ball as it came right in hot at his ankles. But it will spin right back into the arms of the senior quarterback. And a sigh of relief there for the Titans offense, but just got a gimme. They almost gave the Knights a bone right there. Hallgren, step back, pressure coming. He'll get this ball off to Christensen. The backfield member will turn into a receiver and bulldozing his way for a first down and more. Jason Christensen getting the job done there for the Titans. Bouncing off a 2 tackle attempts as the Knights unable to wrap him up.
Gain of 19 on the play. First and 10.
As another first down, a fresh set of downs for the Titans. Motion handoff. The number 25 to carry along the sidelines. Breaking towards the 10 will be wrapped up short of it. As number 25, Zach Fisher, will be taken out of bounds by Malik Staten of the Knights at about the 12-yard line.
Malik Staten with a tackle for North Penn. Second and 8 for CD7.
From the Knights 12, Hallgren, shotgun. He'll look to the end zone and has his man. Touchdown, Titans. Number 25, Zach Fisher with his second reception on the night. This one will be the first end zone appearance regarding a wide receiver connection, as Hallgren's pass will connect with the junior, and a touchdown for the Titans will put the
number 99,
Central Bucks South Titans in to double digits. And after the first PAT would be blocked, this one will get up through the air and will be good through the uprights for a 7 on the board for CB South, as they will respond to 2 straight unanswered touchdowns by the Knights. And with that comes from some frustration on the defensive effort. The Titans able a must-needed, truly must-needed touchdown with the way the Knights offense has been going, and trying to keep this one close. They're able to find their way into the end zone and get the job done with 9 minutes and 8 seconds left on our clock here in the first half. It's a 21-13 lead for North Penn. And as the kicking teams will come out, special teams action as the kicker of Garrett Meklov gets set to send this one away back over to the Knights. We're going to see Kalani Ian and Ryan Zelt step back onto the field. And regarding Kalani Ian, who's had 3 straight touchdowns so far tonight, he's definitely going to look to tack on more than just a hat trick. As for this one, it's going to be get set to send away. Going left to right, Maklov's left foot line drive into the arms of Jalen Edwards, and here comes North Penn. Upfield, bouncing off his own man, Ethan Span is going to lay on the hit, trying to set up a block. He'll actually lay on a hit on Jalen Edwards. But keeping possession, and the Knights offense stepping now onto the field for the 4th time so far tonight. The kickoff return will bring them out to the 32-yard line. And it'll be Ryan Zelt, quarterback for North Penn, getting set to lead the charge once again with just under 9 minutes of clock to work with before the end of our first half. Zell under center. He's going to get a quick handoff to Andrew Berry. And the senior captain across the 45 will be wrapped up, and a hard hit from behind at the 50. As number 41, Alex DiCario, will come in late to apply the hit on the senior captain. As the carry up the middle will pick up a first down and spot the Knights at the 50.
Gain of 19 on the play. Good for a North Penn first down. First and 10 from the 50.
Two receivers to the top of your screen. Here's Zell. He'll step back. Looking downfield. Here come the Titans on him. Feeling the pressure. Zell will escape. Pick up a first down and more. Ryan Zell with the carry. Set out of bounds at the 25. Ryan Zell with a smile on the young man's face will get the job done. As having to scramble out of the pocket, he's able to get his legs going and pick up a gain. And a first down there for the Knights. And a penalty against the Titans. We'll tack on a few more as first down for North Penn. Thanks to the legs and running of Ryan Zell. First down once again, and one timeout to use if need be here in the first half. Here's out, handoff to Kalani Ian, the fellow underclassman. Will keep it rolling, and up the middle, ball comes loose, and the Titans say they have it. And the real question is was Kalani Ian down before that ball came loose? And he wasn't. Kalani Ian will fumble, and the Titans picking up the loose change on the ground. And Kalani Ian is down. And CB South able to pick up a huge fumble out of the hands of the junior running back. Ian favoring that left hand, and he looks to be in pain. And a really hard sight to see for this North Penn football team. Kalani Ian with 3 touchdowns on the night. He has led this North Penn offense. And right now being tended to by the trainers. Looks to be his hand and holding his wrist. Kalani Ian will make his way off the field under his own power, but an unfortunate sign to see for a player who truly has been the big name regarding the offense. 3 touchdown appearances, of course. If you go 3 for 3 on the night scoring and you have your name attached to that in the stat book, you're doing something right. But right there, he's going to cough up a turnover, and the Titans will look to make the Knights pay for it. And getting it going, Jason Christensen will get his own backfield talents going, as he'll be wrapped up here at the 45 with about a 25-yard gain. The Titans looking to lay on the gas pedal here, and with an opportunity to truly tie the ball game up before the end of our first half. The Titans have a chance to come right back in this one. Holgren over the middle. He's got his man across the 50, wrapped up just past the 40-yard line, and number 21, Ryan Schwab, will haul this one in the reception. Holgren, pinpoint accuracy on that pass. And just like that, the Titans getting a answer to their prayers, as Holgren launching this one downfield for a huge gain. We'll keep this drive going. Second down here as Jason Christensen with the carry. No huddle, looking to keep this pace of play upbeat in favor of CB South. Here's Christensen once again on the carry, as he'll receive the handoff from Holgren. As this second down carry, however, will be short of the first.
Third down and 2 for the Titans.
Third down for the Titans. And with a 3rd down and 2 and 3 timeouts to use, they'll spare 1 to take a second look at the play call they're going to want here to convert on the short yardage situation, where a first down will keep this drive alive, but a failure to do so will cough up an opportunity to bring this game tied before heading to the locker room at the conclusion of our first half of play. As then again, with the blocked extra point on the first end zone appearance for the Titans, where Garrett Maklov's extra point attempt was smacked straight up into the air. They're going to need a 2-point conversion as well if they're going to want to tie things up. But then again, if you're a North Penn Knight and you're on that defensive effort, you're trying to avoid any such opportunity with a stop here. 3rd and 2. Bouncing off one, staying on his feet. First down for the Titans as number 7, Ben Wensk, had no answer initially up the middle, but rolling to his right, he'll get the job done and high-five his fellow backfield member, Jason Christensen, who will enter back from the sidelines. First down for the Titans as they will keep this drive alive. 6 minutes on our clock. Holgren, the connection along the sidelines and bottom of your screen with number 21, Ryan Schwab, who hauled in that huge reception to put the Titans where they are, deep in North Penn territory. We'll get another look there and reception from his senior quarterback. 2nd down. Handoff up the middle. Christensen bulldozing his way across the line of scrimmage as it will be tackled and brought down by number 54, John Durkitz, the senior, applying the tackle as he'll wrap up Christensen for a short gain.
3rd down and 2.
3rd down, under center. Holgren, floater over the middle, blocked up and knocked out of the air. Number 41, James Mangine with the coverage. As the Titans are going to get a quick catch and release there out of the hands of Holgren, and a floater over the middle will be unsuccessful. But here we go, the Titans offense staying on the field. 4th down and 2. Holgren, shotgun. Handoff to Christensen, stutter step, and stopped, brought down. And the Knights defense with a huge answer to the 4th and short conversion attempt from the Titans. Late in our first half of play, the Knights defense stepping up big, and the brick wall, the tackle from Malik Staten, number 17, on your screen right there, will force a turnover on downs and possession back over to the home North Penn Knights. And after coughing up the ball on the opposite end of the field, the forced fumble and pickup out of the hands of Kalani Ian and picked up by the Titans. A turnover on downs back the other way will prevent an opportunity for the Titans to take exception of the turnover. And right there, North Penn, a huge step up for that defense, as they will look to preserve this comfortable lead right now and even tack on even more to feel even more comfortable heading into the second half of play. Ethan Spann in the game now in replacement of Kalani Ian. Here's Spann, he'll take back-to-back carries, and pushing up the middle, he'll be upended and brought down for a short gain, short of the first.
6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for the Knights. 28-yard strike.
2nd down and 4. I formation in the backfield for the Knights. Quick handoff to Andrew Berry. He's got daylight. Andrew Berry with a burst of speed across the 40, the 30, the 20, and Andrew Berry, touchdown for North Penn. The senior captain on his last game in a North Penn football uniform will put the exclamation mark on this first half of play. And it's Andrew Berry, the senior captain to this North Penn football team, repping number 43, with the quick handoff out of the hands of Ryan Zelt. And with no answer in the secondary, he'll get the job done with a 50-yard plus rush up the gut. Andrew Berry, touchdown for the Knights. Grace McNamara, 3 for 3. She'll be 4 for 4 on extra point attempts. And while Kalani Ian, the junior, will check out, Andrew Berry says, don't worry, I got you, bro. And he'll carry this one up the middle, a 50-yard plus rush. And a touchdown there to cap off the end of that carry for Andrew Berry as the senior. Once again, as I mentioned, this being the last game for the respective seniors on both sides, on both sidelines, excuse me, as they will be wrapping up their season here in week 5 tonight. An incredible sight to see as the senior captain Andrew Berry with that carry and a rushing touchdown on his final night in a North Penn Knights football uniform. And with that as well, we'll give the Knights a 2-score lead now. And if it remains such, they will hold that heading in to the locker room at the conclusion of our first half of play. Here's Daniel Moon kicking right to left, a squibber up the middle, as back-to-back squib kick attempts will prove unsuccessful for North Penn, as CB South able to jump on that ground ball, as fielding it at the chest like an infielder in baseball will be number 59, or 58 rather, Eddie McDonald, able to hop on the ball and give his possession, and an opportunity for the Titans offense to step back onto the field. And with just over 4 minutes to work with, the Titans will need a response to keep this game and try and work it back within a 1-score possession. And this ball up in the air off the shoulder of number 21, the intended receiver, Ryan Schwab. And the Knights just unable to hop on that ball that was up in the air, up for grabs for just an instant. But it will fall incomplete, and 2nd down and 10 for the Titans.
2nd down and 10.
Jason Christensen with the carry and brought down in the backfield. Malik Staten, leaving no daylight and no opportunity for Christensen to find any running room, as a huge loss for the Titans. The tackle from Malik Staten in the backfield, a loss of 5. 3rd down and 15, 3rd and long. Here's Holgren, line drive pass, trying to thread the needle and find the intended receiver, number 9 on your screen, Jordan Becker. Unsuccessful, and a quick 3 and out goes the Titans offense. And just like that, the Knights are getting set to get the ball back. And with 3 minutes and 27 seconds to work with, we've seen the Knights score at a pace much quicker, under a minute in fact, 2 weeks ago, last time they were on this very same home turf. And with that, they have an opportunity to put them up by even more so before heading into the locker room at the end of our first half. And this punt, scooped up after initially hitting the ground, will get out and across midfield into North Penn territory, and giving a bit of a friendly CB South Titans roll. The Knights offense will step back onto the field with an opportunity, as I mentioned, to go up by 3 scores if they can find their way into the end zone with plenty of clock still to work with. From their own 26, they'll get this offensive drive going. And right now it's Ryan Zelt, the quarterback, looking to lead the charge. Ethan Spann getting the green light, and he's going to find his way across the initial tackles at the line of scrimmage and bulldozing through the linebackers and defensive line. It will be Ethan Spann, the fellow junior, able to carry this one up the middle for a positive gain.
Gain of 10 on the play. Good for a North Penn first down.
And a first down for North Penn on that Ethan Spann carry will set up another 1st and 10. From the 39, Zelt. Bottom of your screen, he'll make the connection with number 82 for the Knights. As with his first reception and catch on the night, it'll be number 82, Xavier Bryan, the sophomore. But with a quick tackle from number 1, Matt McSweeney of the Titans, it will be a short gain for this Knights offense, 2nd and 7. Ticking down to the 2-minute warning. Here's Zelt, quick handoff to Ethan Spann with a burst of speed up the middle, lunging out to the 48. That's where he'll be spotted and tackled and brought down. And you see these backfield members for North Penn, as they continue to, they're dogs. They continue to fight and able to pick up more yardage than the initial tackle. Ethan Spann there, he was wrapped up. He looked about to gain about 4 to 5, but with that lunge and that second effort, he picks up another 4 to 5 yards and another first down for the Knights offense. An exceptional job from the Knights backfield. Head coach Dick Beck has to love. Here's Zelt with a floater, flag in the back of the field, but a one-handed catch. What a reception from Levi Carroll. A snow cone catch with the fingertips and the right hand. Levi Carroll with a round of applause and a standing ovation almost from the crowd at the top of your screen. However, unfortunately, the highlight reel catch from Levi Carroll will be brought back as personal foul charged against the Knights. Their 3rd penalty here in the first half. We'll bring this one back, and of course, head coach Dick Beck would like a second opinion on that with the ref. As Ryan Zelt working his way and squirming out of the pocket, he was able to find Levi Carroll, which would seemingly look like incredibly a well pass that picked up positive yardage. It will be unsuccessful, brought all the way back with the penalty. And for the Knights, they'll have to get set to do it all over again here from their own 34. The shotgun. Zelt will pass again, look into the air. Stepping up, wrapped up from behind and unable to stay on his feet. As CB South was all over him. A sea of white jerseys coming at him from all angles seemingly. As Ryan Zelt sacked for the first time tonight. The Titans defense getting to him as the blitz will push North Penn farther back on their own end of the field. And with the clock continuing to run, crossing now 35 seconds, North Penn has one timeout to work with. If Zelt can find a connection here to put the Knights offense in an opportunity to put one last score before the end of this first half. Here's a handoff to Ethan Spann, and with a short gain, he'll be wrapped up. And with that, seemingly will conclude our first half of action, as the Knights will let the clock run and make their way off the field and head to the locker room with a 28-13 lead. It is the North Penn Knights with 3 end zone appearances from Kalani Ian on their first 3 offensive drives. A quick lead, and a lead that has carried all the way here to the end of the first half. It's 28-13, the Titans trail, and as both teams will head to their respective locker rooms, we'll now head to halftime. A 28-13 lead for the Knights. Stay right here. You're watching North Penn Television. Stay here for second half action on NPTV. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to tonight's coverage of high school football on North Penn Television. You are tuned into Comcast Channel 28, Verizon Channel 29, our NPTV YouTube Live. I'm Eric Jessberger, coming live to you from our NPTV studio, set to call and bring you all the action in our second half of play in the Suburban 1 League National Conference matchup between the visiting Central Bucks South Titans and the home North Penn Knights. It is week 5 of the 2020 modified football schedule, and North Penn has gotten off to a hot start where the offense of the Knights went 3 for 3 on their first 3 offensive drives. That led by the junior running back, the leading man in the backfield, Kalani Eaton, as he stepped into the end zone 3 times on the beginning of the first half of play. But as of right now, Kalani Eaton went out halfway through that second quarter with a wrist or hand injury, where he is being tamed to right now. Ethan Spann took the carry of the load in the backfield in the rest of that second quarter, where he also would tack on an end zone appearance of himself, and that sets up our score as we are at now. But taking a quick look as our team gets set to head out onto the field of play at how we got here regarding the CB South Titans. They've had responses but was unable to take advantage of that Kalani fumble to bring this within 1 score heading into the second half of play, as Jason Christensen got the ball going for the Titans to respond to the early 2 offensive and end zone appearances in the first half with a touchdown of his own, and Ryan Schwab the connection and the only receiving touchdown on our matchup tonight between his quarterback Holgren and that connection with Schwab. And as we get play underway here in our second half of action, it's the Titans as they'll receive the kickoff play here in the second half. And getting it going will be the kick return on that initial bobble from number 7, Ben Wensk. But he'll do his job there and take control of the ball and take anchor to bring his offense of the Central Bucks South Titans onto the field, led by quarterback Jack Holgren. And as for Holgren, he's coming off of a week 4 matchup where he went 20 for 32, 145 total yards through the air. And as of right now, he's looking to keep the momentum he had coming out of the end of that second quarter with pass connections primarily to number 21, Ryan Schwab, as the seniors would connect, and he would find his tight end for some huge gains across midfield, where the Titans, however, at the end of that first half were unable to convert. But right here in the second half, Holgren's going to step up and be taken down from behind as the senior for the Knights, number 75, John Durkitz, would wrap up the Titans quarterback. And on third down, Central Bucks South, in a spot they were not hoping to find themselves in early on coming out of the locker room. It's going to be third down. Holgren, step back. Receivers downfield. He'll find a man at the first down marker, tiptoeing across, being drugged from behind. But a first down there for number 24, the main man, Ryan Schwab, as the answer will be a first down for the senior receiver. And the Titans will keep their opening drive to the second half alive. Fresh set of downs at the 50. Holgren with a handoff to Jason Christensen.
Titan carry number 6, Jason Christensen.
And with a short gain out of the right-hand feed from Carter Holgren, it'll be wrapped up and second down with a gain of 2. 2nd and 8. In North Penn Knights territory. They'll fake the throw and get the handoff. And dishing this ball over to Christensen. Pick up another short gain and back-to-back third downs for the Titans offense. 10 minutes and ticking here in our third quarter. Holgren, step back to his right, pass too far out in front for number 15, Tommy Donnelly, to reel this one in. And fourth down, the Titans will be unsuccessful on the third down conversion at the marker. and they will keep the offense on the field.
From the Knights, 45.
Trailing by 15. Head coach for the Titans will keep faith in his quarterback and his Titans offense. Holgren back on 4th down. Pressure coming, gets the throw off, and it's complete for a first down. His first catch on the night, Luke Smetana.
Luke Smetana.
The seniors will connect, but with a flag on the field, we'll get the verdict.
Flag on the play.
And whether this first down completion will stand. And holding against the offense, a huge shot in the foot for the Titans, who on 4th and 5 get the answer they needed with that reception over the middle for a first down. Holgren putting a incredible pass right over to the center, but it'll all be for nothing as a 5-yard penalty will push the Titans well farther back in their own territory. And the punt team will come out and kick this one away back over to the Knights. And he's going to find some space on the bottom of the screen. Here goes Levi Carroll. One man to beat, the stiff arm tiptoeing across the 10, brought down just short of the 10-yard line, out of bounds at the 15. Levi Carroll, the sophomore for North Penn, with an exceptional punt return, as he had a punt return for a touchdown back in week 2 on this very same North Penn Stadium turf. And right there, he's going to match that with a huge return and put the Knights back in and well into CB South Titans territory. And a great sight on your screen as the junior running back Kalani Eaton back in the game, getting that hand and wrist covered and taken care of by the North Penn trainers, and able to step back onto the field in the final game for both respective teams' seasons. And for Kalani Eaton, with 3 touchdowns already on the night, he's of course hungry for a 4th.
Gain of 3 on the play, 2nd down and 7 for the Knights.
With the clock continuing to run, 9 minutes on our clock here in our 3rd quarter of play and ticking. It will be 2nd down and 7. From the 10, in Titans territory, Zelt looking to his left, looking over the center, unable to find Levi Carroll at the top of your screen.
Pass is incomplete, intended for Levi Carroll.
Looking for a flag. And it looks like Carroll won't get it, as pass will fall incomplete. And the Knights will now look at 3rd down.
3rd down and 7
at about the 10-yard line here in Titans territory. Seth Walton now at the top of his screen. Levi Carroll at the bottom. In the shotgun, Zelt looking to his right. Pass through the hands, unable to be brought in by Jalen Edwards, as the pass will go incomplete. And the Knights unsuccessful on a 3rd down conversion, looking for the end zone, looking for it all. Unsuccessful. And it'll be 4th and 7. But as for the offense, head coach Dick Beck keeping his offense on the field at first, but now we'll bring out Grace McNamara and the field goal team. As McNamara 4 for 4 from extra points so far tonight. And this kick on 4th and 7 from beyond the 20. The kick is held, is up and is good. The sophomore Grace McNamara taking one out of her older sister Kelly McNamara's playbook. This kick will be good through the uprights, and the field goal is good for 3, as the Knights offense stays hot, as they now are 4 for 5 on their total offensive drives tonight. And it is North Penn out to a 31-13 lead. They are breaking free of this Titans opportunity to keep this one close. And just like that, a huge field goal from a significant distance will be good for the sophomore kicker. Grace McNamara getting the job done, 31-13. Now on the scoreboard with 8 minutes and 33 seconds on our clock here in our third quarter of play.
Moon to kick off for North Penn.
The senior kicker, Daniel Moon, will send this one left to right and back downfield. It will go into the sea of white jerseys. And the Titans on the kick return, but no room to run as number 15 on the kick return, Tommy Donnelly, will be very quickly wrapped up as the tackle all the way back. Looked to be from number 23, Jalen Edwards on that tackle, got right on Donnelly before even breaking the 20-yard line. As being spotted at the 25, the Titans offense on the field will get things going for the second time here in the second half. Finding some space, Jason Christensen with the catch and run.
Pass complete to number 6, Jason Christensen.
As he'll get this one out of the right-hand floater from his quarterback, Carter Hallgren.
Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10 for the Titans.
And a first down for the Titans. Low snap. He'll fake the throw and give this off to Christensen. Stutter step and a left
Number 6,
arm stiff hand.
Jason Christensen with the carry for CD South.
We're able to stiff this initial tackle out of the way. But with the flag, it's going to be another penalty charged against the Titans.
Penalty is holding against the Titans.
And holding against CB South will bring this one back of any gain for Christensen on that previous carry. Shotgun, Hallgren finding his receiver and splitting through the defense and charging downfield. Number 24 on the reception across the 20, wrapped up from behind as the tackle from Jalen Edwards will bring down Chris Moore from an end zone appearance. As Moore able to get that quick slant, the reception at his chest, and just got a burst of speed through the defenders around him. And the coverage unable to not only lock up that pass, but lock up the reception from Moore, who would break free and going right from seemingly their own 20 to the Knights 20. It's the Titans offense. They're going to cash in there on the big catch and run of Chris Moore.
No gain on the play, brings up second down and 10.
Set up here on second down at the Knights 15. Trying to get a spin move and break off his initial tackle there. Eddie Quinn will wrap up. Number 21, Ryan Schwab.
Complete to number 21, Ryan Shaw.
As along with the help of number 41 for the Knights with Eddie Quinn, that was James Mangine, a sophomore, getting the tackle on the leading receiver for the Titans offense tonight. Here's a carry and a break to his right on the outskirts of your screen. Zach Fisher trying to find some running room and some space to break into the end zone. Unable to find that answer. We'll wrap him up short of the goal line. And fourth and short. And right there, movement at the beginning of that snap. And it looks to be this one will be against the offense, but we'll check on that and see what the verdict is from the officials. As plenty of movement at that line of scrimmage. The question is who broke first.
Penalty is a false start against
and it will be a penalty against the Titans. A false start. And just like that, a fourth and short. Will now be a 4th down and 6. But the offense staying on the field. Here's Hallgren stepping back. The quarterback over the middle. will find his man, but the throw is too high and too far out of the reach. Pass intended for number 25, Zach Fisher. Unsuccessful on the 4th and 6. Heave up to the end zone. And a turnover on downs. The second time tonight, the Titans will cough up possession on a 4th down opportunity. And just like that, leading 31-13, the Knights offense back out onto the field, and a chance to really get this one out of reach for the Titans if the Knights are able to convert on another offensive drive with points at the end of it. Here's Zelt looking downfield. He's got his man, Levi Carroll, and his reception at the 50, and it's Levi Carroll with green right after that. All the space in the world and just the end zone in sight. Levi Carroll, my goodness, one play, one catch, and the touchdown for North Penn. After getting the ball back, forcing the turnover on downs, Ryan Zelt airing it out for his fellow underclassmen, and the reception from Carroll will find his way into the end zone. But right now, with the official on your screen, we'll perhaps get a second look at it. It looked to be perhaps a penalty against the Titans. Or rather, this one being
penalty is declined
against the Knights, as he did point towards that offensive side. But anyway, it will still be a touchdown for North Penn, as Grace McNamara, 4 for 4 on extra points, including a field goal. She'll go 5 for 5 as Grace McNamara, with an incredible night showing so far, will keep this Knights offense going, keeping them hot as they have all game. Seemingly, as I mentioned it, the Knights have a chance to put this one out of reach, and right on cue, Ryan Zelt airing it out. He'll find Levi Carroll. And with back-to-back weeks of a Zelt and Carroll connection, of a 49-yard reception last week when the Knights squared off against the Patriots, it will be followed up here by another long-distance reception and connection, once again between Levi Carroll and his sophomore quarterback, Ryan Zelt.
To kick off for North Penn.
And with a 38-13 lead, the Knights are getting this one out of the way of CB South, who now trail by 25 with 5 minutes and 55 seconds on our clock here in our third quarter of play. Daniel Moon with the right leg boot will send this one downfield on a line drive, as number 7 with the kick return, unable to get the block he needed in front of him to find some more running room, as it will be Ben Wensk, the senior.
Ben Wenski with the return.
Tackled there on the kick return. And for his offense, it's going to be the Titans stepping back out onto the field. 1st and 10 for Central Buck South. They trail by 25. They seemingly need to put points on the scoreboard on this drive. Here's Carter Hallgren looking to get that job done for the boys in white and black. But right here, a huge tackle, and laying on the hammer will be number 20 for the Knights, as Donnelly will be sent hard down into the turf by number 20, CJ Ocasio, the senior, with the biggest hit on the night. And he's going to put the backfield member of the Titan hard down into the turf, but keeping the action going. Here's Donnelly once again. Is he going to get a reception? And it's a back-to-back connections from his quarterback, Carter Hallgren. This one good for a first down. And it'll be 1st and 10, moving the chains. The Titans at their 40. Clock continuing to run. Ball comes loose, and Malik Sane was right there, and good thing for Carter Hallgren that ball fell right at his feet, or else Malik Sane was going to either lay on a hit and knock that ball even farther out of range for Hallgren to recover, or quite simply pick that ball up himself. However, the ball will fall right into the breadbasket of Hallgren to recover the failed snap attempt. And the drive will stay alive for CB South. 2nd and 10. And this reception, a great breadbasket catch is number 25, Zach Fisher, will haul in this connection from his senior quarterback and a first down. But with a stoppage of play here, taking a moment as number 55 for North Penn, Dakari Luby, getting stretched out as the senior put on that initial tackle and on the coverage, but immediately favoring that left leg. The trainers for North Penn will immediately tend to him. But with a quick stretch and able to get up, he'll hobble his way to the sidelines. As a great sight there for Dakari Luby. As applying the coverage and that tackle. A left leg injury will look okay as for now, as he'll make his way to the sidelines, and play will resume with 4 minutes and 20 seconds on our clock. It's 3rd down. Here's Hallgren. He's going to launch this one, huffing it up, and almost picked up. But getting the job done anyway will be Jalen Edwards, able to disrupt the connection downfield as the Titans seem to air this one out. And Jalen Edwards almost bringing this one in for a pick. Will still anyway break up the 3rd down attempt for a first. As the punt team will come out onto the field for the Titans on 4th down. And the correct kick will be heading to the top of your screen and head out of bounds. No chance for Levi Carroll to bring this one back as he throws his arms up, wanting another opportunity to return a huge gain as he previously did. CB South seemingly taking a smart move with that one, taking the ball out of the hands of Levi Carroll for a punt return. And as for North Penn, they lead 38-13. And with quarterback Ryan Zelt looking to keep the pace of this one going in favor of the boys in blue, it will be North Penn here, 1st and 10 from their own 35, with just over 4 minutes left on our 3rd quarter of play. I formation. Ethan Spann in the backfield, but the quick handoff to Andrew Berry, who will take his first carry since his 50-yard plus rushing touchdown at the end of the first half of play. It will be wrapped up here for a short gain, 2nd down and 6 following Berry's gain of 4. I formation, Zell rolling to his right. He'll get by the initial tackle, and this pass will be picked off. A catch with the left hand from number 32, and that's going to be Owen Petrick picking off the quarterback Ryan Zell. And the Titans with their first forced turnover on the night. Regarding Ryan Zell's throw through the air, the 2nd forced turnover in total after forcing the fumble out of the hands of Kalani Eaton. A pick here from the left hand of Petrick will pick this ball up and give the offense of CB South tremendous field position. An opportunity to bring down this deficit of 25. Back within range of perhaps a late game comeback with still some time and a full 4th quarter to work with.
for second down and 6.
Carter Hallgren set up here at the Knights 35. Hallgren, line drive, he'll find his receiver. And the answer will be number 5, Luke Smetana, with his second reception on the night. And this one looking good for a first down. Yes, it will. It will move the chains. First and 10. With a gain of 7 on that last reception, the Titans will keep things rolling. Clashing up the middle, it will be Jason Christensen with a carry up the seams, as it will be a gain of 3, second and 7. Clock continuing to wind down here in our third quarter of play. The Knights lead by 25, and their defense looking to step up here once again. Hallgren, pass over the intended receiver, number 21, Ryan Schwab. And double coverage applied by Eddie Quinn, in addition to the help of number 41, James Mangine, will force this one incomplete. Third down and 7 for the Titans, with 2 receivers to either side of them. Hallgren steps back over the center in a triple coverage, and the intended receiver of Smetana will be unsuccessful. And a fourth down for the Titans once again.
And 7 for Central Bucks South.
Offense staying on the field. A similar formation with Christensen in his back pocket. Hallgren will hand it off to Christensen, looking for some space, and this one will be closed as he'll be tackled. It looked like he got that right arm extended at the end
With the carry
of that play at the first down marker, but the question is, where did he come down? Where will they spot him?
7 on the play. First and 10.
And indeed a first down, as instead of going to the air, they'll put faith in Jason Christensen on the ground, and 7 yards will be picked up for a first. This one thrown into triple coverage once again, but luckily out of the hands of what looked to be number 24, DJ Fisher, the captain for the Knights. He'll break this one up over the middle. And avoiding an interception, Carter Hallgren will hand this one off here to Jason Christensen. Nothing going there as a short gain. He'll be bottled up and swallowed in that scrum. A short gain and another third down facing the Titans. 7 for the first. Hallgren feeling pressure. Staten on chase. Hallgren will heave this up to the end zone and knocked out of the air by Mangine. As the coverage there from James Mangine, the sophomore linebacker, will knock this ball out of the way of the intended receiver in the end zone, Ryan Schwab for CB South. And a fourth down and 7. The Titans will keep the offense on the field. Getting a quick pass off. This one will fall incomplete through the hands of the backfield member, Jason Christensen. And a turnover on downs, the third one marked up on the night for this Titans offense, as the Titans will trade possession back over to the Knights once again. Unsuccessful on their 4th and 7 conversion attempt. And with the clock still at 59 seconds left in our third quarter of play, a 25-point lead in favor of the Knights. North Penn will look to tack on to that with even more. However, before they can get set at the line of scrimmage, a flag will come out and a penalty against North Penn will tack on 5 more yards for a 1st and 15. Quarterback Ryan Zelt back under center, with Andrew Barry and Ethan Spann in the backfield. This will be given off to Spann, spinning and trotting his way through 2 and tack on a 3rd Titan tackle attempt. It will be wrapped up there with the gain. As he'll head to the sidelines, checking back in with 3 total touchdowns on the night. Kalani Eaton back in the game. Second down from their own 16. Here's Eaton. Trying to get a boost of speed up the middle. This one, however, the tackle from number 55 for the Titans will prevent Eaton from doing so, as Anthony Johnson, the defensive end and the senior for CB South, will get his arms wrapped around Eaton and send him down into the turf, which will conclude our third quarter of action, where the Knights get set up on third down. A 25-point lead for the North Penn Knights here on their home turf in Week 5. In the last game of both teams' 2020 modified season, it has been on North Penn, and with one last quarter to go in the 2020 season, North Penn looking to go out on top of the Titans here at home, as the Knights step onto their home turf tonight, hoisting a 3-1 overall record. The Knights are also 2-0 when here at home, so while looking to put up an exclamation mark to a strong 2020 season performance, the Knights are also looking for the hat trick and perfect record at home. And when I got the opportunity to catch up with the Knights head coach Dick Beck before kickoff tonight, and when asked about the level of play his team has always seemed to rise up to when on their home turf, head coach Dick Beck mentioned how, quite simply, we are getting better each week. The defense has started playing more sound, and offensively, we've been rolling pretty good. It will be the last one tonight, so we're hoping to continue that, and most certainly, as we get set to kick off our fourth quarter of action, the Knights have rolled with that, and in the words of head coach Dick Beck, have continued to lay on the hammer and keep their offense rolling. And thanks to that, quarterback Ryan Zelt, along with the backfield member and fellow underclassman of Kalani Eaton, getting that job done. And right here on 3rd and 7, a false start charged against, or excuse me, the neutral zone infraction, offsides against the Titans, as they got over the ball early. And with the bone given over to the Knights, this one will be muffed at first on the snap, but Kalani Eaton will make something out of nothing. And here's Kalani Eaton across the 50, 45, 40, one man to beat. And with a boost of speed, no man will stop him. Kalani Eaton returning from a wrist injury, and 3 touchdowns in the first quarter. He'll tack on his 4th in the game tonight. Kalani Eaton, his 16th touchdown at home on this very same North Penn turf. A 4th touchdown for the junior in our Week 5 matchup, and the Knights get off to a 44-13 lead. Kalani Eaton with a whole nother season yet to play, as he's in his junior year. A truly incredible 2020 season with numbers put up that any head coach, just like head coach Dick Beck, has to smile for, as Kalani Eaton with his 4th end zone appearance on the night, and this one being the best one, undoubtedly, as another 15-plus yard rushing touchdown for this North Penn Knights backfield will push North Penn out to a 45-13 lead, and leading by 32. This game has seemingly gotten out of hand regarding a Titans opportunity to bring this one back and get a late game spark for a late game win here in Week 5. But as for the Knights, all they have to do is continue to play that sound defense head coach Dick Beck had mentioned pregame. And if they do so, they can definitely cap off a 2020 season with a 4-1 overall record. But with still a full 4th quarter yet to play, the Titans will get set to receive the ball for the first time in this 4th quarter, as a senior kicker, Daniel Moon, will get set to send this one away. Line drive kick will be picked up by number 15 for the Titans, Tommy Donnelly, as a sophomore will return this for about 10 yards before being wrapped up by Malik Staten of North Penn. The senior putting up a quick stop to that kick return, as they'll get set to get going from the 40. The Titans offense struggling here in the second half of play, as all of their 13 points came only in the first half. Quarterback Carter Hallgren will look to mix things up and flip the script and try and get his offense going, which needs to be in a quick response to the way this night's defense and offense has truly performed tonight. And right there, the answer will be number 42, as meeting Hallgren in the backfield, getting a jump on the ball and deflecting that ball for an incompletion will be Dave Dawes, the freshman defensive end, getting right into the face of Hallgren, applying the pressure. It will be second down and 10 following the incompletion. But here comes Jason Christensen up the middle with a burst of speed. The Knights will catch up to him, but with a huge gain across the 50 and entering Knights territory will be Jason Christensen. Quite frankly, the break he was looking for this entire night as the backfield workhorse for this Titans offense. And just like that, Central Bucks South deep in North Penn territory and at their own 20. Here's Hallgren getting a quick reception off to Donnelly, who will be wrapped up and tackled out of bounds. It will be second down here for the Titans.
5 on the play, brings up second down and 5 for CD South.
And this snap's going to go through the hands and legs of Hallgren, and the loose ball will be picked up. As another turnover charge against this Titans offense. And the loose ball on the turf rolling will be picked up by number 55, Josh Stevens. As Hallgren had an opportunity to pick it up initially, but with a failed snap and a turnover, fumble against the Titans, North Penn will recover. And with 10 minutes and 33 seconds to work with, they have a chance to keep this offense, which has been electric tonight, keep them going as they'll step back on the field once again. Here's Ryan Zelt with a handoff, and here comes Malik Staten up the middle and breaking with a boost of speed. The senior all the way with the end zone inside across the 5. Touchdown Malik Staten, as the senior on his final game in a North Penn Knights football uniform will put the Knights up 51-13. And an incredible sight. Andrew Berry did it earlier, and Malik Staten will match that, as both seniors with 50-plus yard rushing touchdowns, and Malik Staten on his first carry on the night will do so in the best way fashionable, as a touchdown for North Penn. And the hold here from Seth Walton. The kick will be good for Grace McNamara, who has gone perfect tonight in all of her extra point attempts, including a field goal. And North Penn, a truly strong 2020 season, capped off by an even stronger Week 5 conclusion to their season performance. 52 offensive points put up, and a defense which has locked down and shut out the Titans in this second half of play. As for the Titans, taking a look at their story they've had so far this season. The Titans took the bus from Warrenton to North Penn, hoisting an overall record of 2-2. Both of those losses coming on the road. So while their offense put up 90 points in 2 games at home, they've only mustered up 28 offensively when on the road. So while the Knights defense has to be feeling pretty good with those yin and yang stats, once again exhibiting the offensive struggles for the Titans when on the road, it's been all North Penn and their defense, which looks to continue to lock down CB South here in the rest of this 4th quarter of play.
Titan kick return by number 15, Tony Donnelly. First down and 10 for the Titans.
And taking a quick note once again on that Malik Staten touchdown on the previous drive for North Penn. The offensive line, which has been strong all season, getting the job done, giving plenty of space for the backfield members of Kalani Ian, Andrew Barry, Ethan Spann, and then also right there Malik Staten. Plenty of running room to work with, finding the holes, finding the gaps, and getting green light downfield. And that's a point of mention that Ryan Zelt attested to in his pregame interview when I called up with him, and when I asked him about the senior class and what they've done to him to be able to evolve as a football player and a quarterback which has taken the reins and then some truly with the talent he has shown for this North Penn Knights leading the offense. When he mentioned the offensive line, he said that his offensive line, all seniors, are great motivators and great leaders that have helped me with great blocking and providing plenty of time to throw the ball. They've helped me a ton. So it's safe to say for Zelt and all of the underclassmen a part of this North Penn Knights football team, they will truly be missing their seniors who conclude their season when the game clock tonight hits 0. So looking to go back up with a strong defensive performance and looking to go out on top. A 52-13 lead with just under 9 minutes of clock to work with. And left in this one. North Penn seemingly has this one well in reach of a Week 5 victory. But as for that, the Titans offense will continue to roll. And here's Carter Hallgren launching this one downfield. Does he have his man? He does! A reach out lunge reception from number 21, Ryan Schwab. All the way down to the Knights 10. An incredible catch and reception between seniors as Ryan Schwab reaching out with the 2-hand breadbasket catch and tumbling after showing incredible effort. Will put the Titans right into the red zone against North Penn. And with this carry, a stiff arm and a touchdown for the Titans. 2 plays and back-to-back gains will find Central Bucks South right into the end zone for the first time in this second half, as Ben Wanksk able to get a stiff arm and cross the goal line of North Penn. And a touchdown for the Titans. As I mentioned, the first here in this second half. Will freeze the clock at 8 minutes and 6 seconds. Garrett Maklov's second extra point will be good. His third attempt on the night, he'll go 2 for 3 following that opening drive for the Titans, concluding in a touchdown where the extra point would be blocked. But following that, Maklov is now 2 for 3. And regarding the North Penn Knights defense, getting caught by surprise there on the deep pass and connection between Holgren and Schwab. But still with a lead of 32, and the offense stepping back onto the field once again tonight. North Penn will look to eat up more of this clock and perhaps find their way into the end zone one last time here in our Week 5 matchup in their clash against the Titans.
Number 99, Garrett McClay to kick off for the Titans.
And as the North Penn's offense gets ready to step back onto the field, a true note you have to talk about. And coming off of a performance last week where the spark was provided courtesy of junior running back Kalani Ian, who broke the scoreboard in Week 4 with an early 7-0 lead. This onside kick will be unsuccessful for the Titans. And just like last week, Kalani Ian repeating that tonight, able to break the scoreboard with an early 7-0 lead in favor of North Penn. Last week, that would also be reinforced shortly following that by his quarterback and fellow underclassman Ryan Zelt, who has played up to the expectations of a strong senior quarterback who's only in his sophomore year. As last week, he would be able to hit Levi Carroll in stride for an early 14-0 lead and a 43-yard score. Seems to be almost deja vu the way things have gone tonight, with the connections between a strong trio of underclassmen North Penn has to work with in terms of looking into their next 2021 football season. So while the seniors get set to close out their chapter with the North Penn Knights football team, a bright future is for sure ahead for this North Penn football team, with plenty of talent set to go with a strong offense that will be looking just about the same come next season. But right here, this ball will be poked loose and the Titans will recover. As some new faces checking into the game for the Knights will cough up a turnover as the fumble jolted out of the hands of the Knights and right into the arms of the Titans on the turf. The fumble will be picked up for the boys in white and black. And with 6 minutes and 16 seconds to work with, Central Bucks South down by 32 will bring their offense back out onto the field. New quarterback, number 11, Patrick Mayers, will check into the game for CB South, and getting a quick catch and release will find number 9, Jordan Becker, the tight end, on the reception. And with a gain of 10, a first down for the Titans. From the 50 at midfield, Mayers going to run, but be sacked in the backfield and deep into Titans territory, wrapped up with a significant loss. It will be number 42, Dave Dawes, the freshman, getting the sack on the Titans quarterback. And second down and long. But with the whistles coming out after the snap, we'll get a quick stoppage of play, and it looks to be a penalty against the Titans. As a false start against Central Bucks South, will tack on what was a 2nd and 21, and now back to a 2nd and 26. Handoff. Given off to number 7, and with the carry of Ben Wanks, who capped off the Titans' last offensive drive with a touchdown. He'll take this one up the gut and pick up a gain for the Titans. However, CB South will still look at third down and long. 3rd and 15. Stepping back, launches one over the middle. He's got a man, but through the hands, bobbled and unable to be brought in. Number 13, Nick Pinkerton, the junior, had plenty of space and a first down for sure, but this pass will fall incomplete, and the punt team will be forced to come back out onto the field for the Titans. As Patrick Mares will send this line drive kick downfield and taking a roll all the way to the goal line, a friendly bounce. And CB South with a punt that will put North Penn all the way back at their own 2. Will bring this Knights offense onto the field, starting off right at their own end zone. And with the clock continuing to run with 3 minutes and 32 seconds left in our matchup tonight, the Knights with a 32-point lead will look to eat up the rest of this clock and conclude a Week 5 matchup where they look to improve and cap off their 2020 season at a 4-1 overall record. As for right now, checking into the game and breaking downfield, here come the Knights with a boost of speed. Number 2 on the carry, breaking down across the 50, tackled and wrapped up at about the 42. Jake Dolan, the junior, will carry this one, picking up the handoff from number 10, the quarterback Justin Ngorm, and from his own 2, getting all the way not just into Titans territory, but at the CB South 40, Jake Dolan with an incredible run and plenty of running room to work with. He'll push the Knights from their own end zone straight into Titans territory, and from the 40, it will be 1st and 10. Faking the handoff. Quarterback will hold on to it as tucking and running the ball will be Ngorm. But with a short gain there, he'll check back over at the sidelines with head coach Nick Beck and get the play call on 2nd down. A minute 40 left on our clock here in our 2020 season. The Knights with a 32-point lead. Here's a handoff to the freshman on the carry, number 42, Dave Dawes, who's done an exceptional job on the defensive effort tonight, forcing an incompletion as well as picking up a sack in this 4th quarter. He'll take a carry and get on the offensive side of the ball with a carry that will pick up about a short gain and set up a 3rd down here for North Penn. On 3rd and 8. A stoppage of play and a flag will come out. It looks to be a penalty against the Knights. We'll push this back 5 yards. 3rd and 13 now for North Penn.
3rd down and 13 for North Penn.
The clock will continue to run, and as the Knights will step back onto the field, led by the quarterback Justin Ngorm. It'll be 3rd down and 13. And taking a knee, that will conclude our Week 5 matchup. The Knights taking a 52-20 victory over the visiting Central Buck South Titans. And following tonight's Week 5 win for North Penn, the Knights conclude their 2020 season at 4-1 with another victory at home, while the Titans fall to 2-3 and cap off their season in one last game on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to tonight's coverage of high school football on North Penn Television. It's been a pleasure coming back for one last season as the voice of North Penn football. And as for Brandy Marlin, Noah Golden, Jake Lobrak, Mary Fakish, and our director, Bob Gilmer, best of luck to our graduating seniors in the class of 2021. And thank you all for tuning in to our Friday Night Light coverage. I'm Eric Schesberger. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.